Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is your host, sick host, I should say, Nima. Quite literally sick, still sick. I could finally find some time to stream. I apologize for the time, but my son decided to sleep a little later today, so here we are. So, for today, I wanted to do something a little different. Because I want to study the shape design of my favorite, I would say my favorite illustrator, Midorikawa. So here is what I'm going to try to study. I'm not going to do a one-on-one verbatim copy, but I want to try to get, the overall feel for this shape design. Like, I want to actually understand, if possible, why she designs spikes this way. And you're going to hear me cough a lot because I got a cough. So if it becomes too much, I will just mute myself, and we'll continue with just a background music stream unless there is someone who wants to chat. So let's get started. Let's get to it. I might even keep it next to... No, I'm gonna keep it on my other screen for now, and then eventually I will move it closer if I need. So first, I'm interested in the spikes, because I drew spikes, well, not spikes, plates, let's call them plates. I drew plates on the cockatrice, and they were kind of miserable, so all I did was like this, right? And that's lame. Actually, let me, you know what, I'm gonna put it up here so that you can see it. So I got a bigger image anyway. So you can see here, it's like a little more interesting. Like, they're not just curved or boxy shapes. They're a little more involved thinking-wise. So I'm gonna try to capture that. I'm gonna do another layer. Let me lock this. And let's see. Like, she's going like out, and then she goes in. But what I would do is probably this. But she goes like a little. I guess she does this sort of movement with the stylus. I'm a little off with the angle. It doesn't matter. Actually, maybe it does in this case. Ew, what happens? Okay. So, like, her shapes are very organic. I'm trying to figure out why, because mine feel very simple. So I think it's because she probably designs the bigger shape first, and then goes in like little cracks and surface imperfection and detail, like tertiary shapes. I guess the first thing she does is probably actually go in with something like this. When I do this kind of study, I try to put myself in the shoes of person I'm studying. So in this case, Midorikawa, and I want to try to understand what she was thinking when drawing this, because I feel like her shapes are very deliberate. They're not random. Maybe they are, but I don't think so. It doesn't look like, at least not to me. So I want to see. Like, even this one, this is not like, when I would probably do this, then she goes in later and refines it. It's a little asymmetrical. I guess the asymmetry is what makes them really appealing. So if you take this, even the way she broke it down, like this, not the greatest, but then she broke it down in a way that's a little more interesting, to me at least. So let's keep it larger for now. Hey, what's up, Industrial Media Chase? Yes, as you can hear, I'm still sick. So I'm trying not to annoy people too much. Yesterday I really have too much of a cough to be able to stream. And today my wife got it. So karma exists. I'm feeling a little better. I just hope my daughter is not catching another thing, because it might look like that. Because that would be a nightmare. But yes, I am back from hell. The style looks similar to the dragon you made. I know. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I don't think she, at this stage, she probably didn't break it down. Like, she probably did some generic spikes. But even in the, like, small, bigger, it's like even the bigger shape here is like non-symmetrical, and then it's not symmetrical on the other side either. That's so cool. You're probably gonna hear me sip a lot, because if I don't sip, I start coughing like hell. Like this, or worse. Actually, let me turn off my radiator because it's too hot. I found that I cough less if it's colder. So see, what I would tend to do is probably like bring them up at the same level, automatically, like without thinking. Well, she does definitely not. She definitely doesn't do that. So I don't know. She probably, I guess she went up with something like this. It's very hard to do, like to deconstruct from this stage, but I think it's a worthwhile exercise. Also, like, if I go up from here, yeah, this is probably, I think a little too large here, so I can reduce it. It's interesting to see like the play of the various shapes. This would probably go down here. Maybe at this point she started racing a little bit. I don't know. I haven't seen much of her. I got some books, and only one of them is technical. But even here, like, look at the asymmetry that I cannot get automatically. She's got this like I don't know if it's natural or not, or like very constructed, but it at this point probably is. And this one is still not the same level, so it's probably something like here. But look at how cool the shape is. Like, if you take just that, that's just a very insanely cool shape design, in my opinion. Or even not. Like, I think, like shape design wise, it's so asymmetrical. It just strikes the perfect balance, technically. I hear Pokemon fans screams, there is no such thing as objectivity. Okay, sweet summer child. Okay. Then, okay, let's see, get a negative shape here. By the way, I did see the Kyunghwan Kim Ultimate Monsters you posted. Oh, cool. Look, we're better than the art. Sorry, than in real life. Yeah, absolutely. They do. They freaking do. Probably want to do something like this. Let's see, at this stage, I don't know if she... Obviously, I don't think she designed it like this. She probably went for a generic pose first. Probably. But to think... Actually, I gotta move this layer. Like, look at even this. Like, there is nothing that is on the same... Like, even this, like, this is slightly below, and this is slightly above, and this is slightly above that. It's kind of insane. I'm usually not able to keep track of all that altogether. So, I mean, she's very good. She's like very, very good. Even the curve here, it's like start gentle and then it's like a sweep. And there's a distance there. I don't know if she could possibly figure that out. Like, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. From my experience, this is not a tilt to the head you normally get. She probably went a little straighter first and then turned it at least, unless she's very used to dynamic poses, this is what I would do. Like I usually draw a little more conservative, and then you cannot see my hands doing it, but I tilt the head like this way. So and here, what did she do here? I think she probably did this. Something like that. Probably. And by the way, if anyone has any comment about the original art, or thoughts about how she could have approached the original drawing, scaffolding at least, feel free to mention it. I'd love to talk about it. I'm just guessing. Obviously, I don't know. I'm gonna do a size comparison. This is too large, probably. It seems trivial, but finding the right balance between shape, angles, and dimensions is really hard. Really hard. I don't know if she went for something like this, because I don't know her approach exactly. I wish you could see her like draw alive more. She had some videos posted on Pixiv Sketch, but they're not available because apparently you can only watch them live, which sucks. Pixiv, you should be able to watch them later. It's too bad that Twitch is not popular in Japan. Not as popular, at least for art. YouTube is probably more, but I haven't seen her on YouTube. Hopefully one day, because that would be invaluable material. Well, here, so this way, I would probably approach it this way. I don't know what she might have done. She might have even started like more wild than I'm doing now, like something like this, because I've seen her do that for some dragons. Apologies. So maybe, and I think, yeah, sure, enough space here. Even like this, damn, it's like a rocky wing. God damn, it's so cool. But this is not the spike, by the way. This is the wing on the other side. Now that I noticed that. This goes up here, so the tail is probably a good deal taller than that. She seems to like earth monsters. She's the one who did the stone sword card for Duel Masters, which I always thought was cool as a kid. Yeah, she did a lot of stone monsters. By the way, if you go to her website, it's an L. I'm gonna write it all capital. She's got such an insane amount of art. It's kind of low resolution, unfortunately, so you can't really study from that. I mean, apart from what I'm doing now, but it's just so cool just to go there and see it. Very, very how can I say, not underestimated, but underknown. Like she should be way more famous than she is. So this is too far. No, too far, way too far. It's basically aligned with this. It's completely off. I'm already completely off. We're gonna move everything towards the front. Probably more than that. Man, it's hard. But yeah, if you go to our website, actually please do, and give her a follow if you find her Twitter, which is not easy to find. I think it's GR. River on Twitter. What's a Twitter bird? Like that? Something like that. Twitter. Excuse me. I promise I'm not dying. Not yet. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, something like that. Probably better. Oh wait, I was wrong. I was wrong. That was too much. That was a little too much. Wait. God. So, it was in line with that. I was right before. Okay, I was not too off. But just a little over. Move it over just a little bit. My brain has yet to come back to full function, sadly. What did she do here? I wonder if she was thinking about making it with wings. Probably not. I don't know. Probably something like this for the base. I don't know if she like figures out the waviness since the very beginning. And technically, I think this is probably a little wrong because you shouldn't be able to see the bottom of this given this perspective. But man, it works. Like, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure the intended perspective, and I'm not sure what she intended with that kind of shape, but it worked, so who cares? Probably too long. Maybe a little good deal shorter. A little good deal shorter. So that's... a little taller here. When I said shorter, I meant this, like this direction. Not as wide. Should say a little narrower, probably. Okay, I don't know if she started with this sort of scaffolding, but she could have, she might have. Except the fact that I know she doesn't use black. She uses like a lighter gray for the scaffolding. And then she does several layers. Actually, I can show some of her workflow if anyone is interested. If I can move the window, which apparently I'm not able to do. We take this thing. Okay, see, sometimes she starts like this. So it's very, very, very soft overall. And then she cleans it up. I think she was thinking about the light here. And then she starts adding detail. More detail. Fixing perspective. Finished. Color. More color. And this is pretty much the finished thing. Very cool. I don't know if she did the same with this kind of monster, but the way it's kind of looking like it's charging. So good. So good. Let's pretend we got our scaffolding down now. Now how would we go about cleaning some of these shapes up? So I guess it's legit at this point too. I'll take that probably. To just start adding some of those. I wonder what she does here. This is probably too small compared to what she has, but because this is not one line. This is like there's a little stair step, and then it does this, and then it becomes. I so want to know how she holds the stylus to get the sort of organic feel. And then this part is intersecting. But see, the way I made it is already too straight. She's got it at an angle that kind of flows into the next piece. And again, this one spike is probably the worst part, design-wise, because I think this looks like an afterthought to me. I don't think this was planned. It doesn't look like. But still, like, if you go, you know what? I'm gonna zoom it. I'm gonna enlarge it, make it a little larger. A little more room for detail. And you have like little straights here and there, like this. And by the way, notice that this is not, I'm not mindlessly copying this. I'm really trying to figure out why did she do this, why did she do that. Or at least what she is doing, instead of just, oh, this line must be like this, like, why is it like this? And what does it mean for the rest of the composition? Because, Jesus, whatever it is, it's still going to be a composition, even if it's a monster, like with a white background. Oh, someone wrote in Discord. It's Chase, obviously. I'm gonna watch it later. By the way, everyone watching, lurkers as well, we do have a Discord, so feel free to join if you want. Link in the About section on YouTube and Twitch. A little dead right now. Apologize for that. Commitments. Various commitments. So, okay, this is too long. This is too long. It should just be a little longer than this. Maybe a little too much. Trying to get the average. Since you got the cut here straight, not like this, not something like that. Oh, we're not going to be able to finish this, by the way. Might be able to continue it on Friday, if I do stream on Friday. And this is complicated. So she's got one line that goes down, and then another comes like over it a little bit, and then this one somewhat, it kind of feels like very three-dimensional, but I'm missing the kind of curve she does here. Yeah, I'm also off on the angle a fair bit. So one of the key points to take out of this, more surface detail. Like third level detail, add a little more to my stuff. It's too simple. Well, I would draw just one line here. She does like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm probably not even getting all of them. And not in the correct angle. And my pathetic attempt, not very successful. Even this, like, God. I know part of it is not planned. Obviously, when you draw, you're just like wiggling maybe the mouse a little, or the pen a little bit. It comes out like that, but the way she breaks down the shape, like this is another not so good thing she had. This one looking at it. The way she breaks things down, man. Probably made this too tall. Uber proud, because I was the same. I was like a space geek when I was in the elementary school. So a little later than that, than he is now, but yeah, something like that probably here. Curve here. Yeah, he's really into dinosaurs and space, like I was. I admit it's kind of my fault, but it didn't fall when it comes out. I hope not. I hope not. I sure hope not. Look at this, it goes up a little. And then down, and this makes me realize I made this a little too large. I guess it means something like this probably. Yeah, this is too large. It shouldn't be this large. Let me see. What did I do wrong here? Probably this part. So let's do ourselves a favor and just make it shorter that way. So if I compare the angle, I can already see this is correct. That's wrong. But you see, it's kind of hard for me to just keep track of it. Like, this is too large now. This is too large. The way she has it here is like it starts large and becomes shorter, or narrower. Which is like a very, very good application of design principles theme. Even if I know the principles, and I spot mistakes in other people's work. When it comes to making my own art, it's not that easy, because you got so focused on the thing that you're thinking maybe about designing other parts or functionality or whatnot, and so you got to do a lot of exercises. Like this one. This is a great exercise. It doesn't really need to look good, but you do need to like figure out, okay, why is this shape looking good? It's like, okay, well, this distance is not the same as distance, and like this. See, this is another mistake I made, because in the original, this is a little above that, and mine is a little below, or considerably below that. So that is a mistake. And now I should figure out how to fix it. How do I fix it? Because this size seems correct. And these little things, you might not think they do, but they add up to the overall perception of the piece. They absolutely 100% do. Even if you don't think so. You do not realize it when you look at a piece, but your mind does. So if a piece looks like all of these lines are on the same level, you're gonna feel like, hey, wait a second, like this is weird. Maybe you don't know why, but it's because of that. It's 100% because of that. 100%. It should be a little higher. So let me bump it up, something like that. And now the angle is wrong. Hey Matthews, hello. When I make art, I can only tell how good it looks the day after. I usually can tell how bad it is the day after, or the week after. I'm like, oh my god, this is a piece of trash. Welcome, by the way. Welcome back. It's been a while. Yeah, this is probably a little too high. No, not necessarily. I still feel like it's too wide. It is too wide compared to the original. It also feels too tall. I think I'm stuck to proportions a little bit. It's okay. My best, I mean, anyone's best effort is fine in this case. Just to tend towards that is gonna make you improve. At least that's what worked for me. So the next piece I make, whether it's the Grand Blue style, probably I'd like to do more like this. Like I would like to do monsters like this. Like I apply the more finished finish to monsters like the ones that I make for RPG Maker. It doesn't fit the style of the engine, but boy, they look cool. This is incredible. Look at the silhouette. Jeez. My apologies for my voice. Oh, and by the way, to those of you who are wondering, this is not because it's winter. This is because I am in Japan. I don't get sick in winter otherwise. Because I get sick in summer as well here. Actually, summer is usually worse. I got my worst diseases here. Weird Asian stuff in summer. So I'm not looking forward to spending the summer here. There's a little bit of... I think here there is like she wasn't planning on adding... There's a little bit of like dirt here. I don't think she was planning on adding it. She probably masked it out from the background and doesn't have an outline. But even if you look at the... It's a little pixelated here. But if you look at the line art, the pseudo line art, like, it gets thicker. See, it's not the same all over. It's like thicker here, and then it goes thinner, thinner, thinner. It disappears, and then it's thicker, thicker, thicker. Disappears. Thicker, 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 thicker. Disappears. Thicker, thicker. Disappears. Such a genius. At least for once, you're not hearing me bragging about my own skills. Which I often do, like you know, if you're following the channel. But I can praise someone else's art. Or at least I'm not insulting someone else's art. Which is something I do for Pokemon, at least. Because this is really good art. This is master level art. You could argue about the finish, like, oh, it's not super realistic, it's not Magic the Gathering. It's true. But just stop at the design. Like the actual design without taking into consideration the finish. It's, for me, it's just mind-blowing. It's probably the best I know. Bar none. Pretty serious about it, actually. In terms of monster design, at least, I don't think there is anyone that I can compare to this person. Okay, so I can see that there is a little bit of turning here. Even this small shape here, God, look at how she broke the plates down into several pieces. Like those you can consider spikes, but now here in the neck it's plates. Oh hey Daniel, what's up? They do have one Magic the Gathering card and I don't like it. Who does? If you mean this artist, she's got one, yeah. No, I think she made more than one, actually. The Ajani one is not very good, admittedly. But I don't like Ajani as in terms of design. It's just a person with a lion's head. I think her designs for Duel Masters are insane. Like, insane as good. As in good. Insanely good. Miho Midorikawa, okay, yeah. Yeah, she does have one. Or probably more, as I said. But the Magic the Gathering work she did is not her best. Her best work is for Japanese companies, in my opinion. I always feel like Magic the Gathering cards are a little stiff, design-wise, constipated. I don't think that was her fault. MTGR is just more restrictive and less imaginative. Yeah, because you see when she does pretty much what she wants here, almost she works for Sega, but I've seen her like personal pieces. They're pretty much like this. So I think it was like a art direction thing, and trust me, this happens. That sometimes you work for someone, you give out 3 pieces or more, usually 3. And they come back and they choose the one that was your least favorite because it's more in their style. And maybe they ask, hey, can you correct this so it looks more like our other card, like this. So you have to do it because it's work. And so you don't get to express yourself as you want in actual work, unless you work for Chase. In that case, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Like I do. But overall, yeah, you gotta be lucky. You gotta have the same taste as the person you work with, or the art director you work with. Otherwise, you're not gonna be happy one bit. Because one thing is doing something like, oh, move the stupid box there because I said so. Like, I can move the box if you work at Trader Joe's or something. Another thing is taking your child, this child, and changing it in a way you don't like because someone said you have to. That's very, very annoying. So, not for everybody. I'm one of those everybody's that can do it, but doesn't like it. You make it sound like I have no standards. No. No, it's just that we have similar standards. No, we have the same taste, fortunately. So, I can do pretty much my taste is gonna work because we got the same taste. But that's not usually the case for other jobs I had. More often than not, I have to change things in a way that I do not think are good. But that's part of the job. What do you do? Part of the job. Let's take it or leave it. And you don't have to do it. You can just do Instagram art and hope that someone's gonna pay you money to print for prints on t-shirts. But that's not very realistic. Especially if you do like realistic illustrations like this. Probably not. Because people have more expectations. Obviously, nobody's gonna ask a person who draws stylized t-shirts to edit their content for a card illustration. Because maybe the person is not even skilled enough to do that. I'm not bashing on t-shirt artists. I know a t-shirt artist named Trent Kanuga who is very, very good because he transitioned to game art. But usually, Like, you don't take people, they're just famous Instagram artists, and then you give them a piece and then tell them, hey, we want you to do it this way, but also make it look like our stuff. It's like, no, I'm not going to do it. So you take someone that will do it, like whatever it takes. It's a job, so you do it, and that you get paid. If you want to work for yourself, then work for yourself, but it's going to be hard to market your skills. You can find clients that have the same taste that you have. In that case, it's awesome. That's not always the case. I feel like this is something too. Have you ever done a commission for somebody and they complain about it? Yes. I have. A couple times. Of different people. But it was a few years ago. Not a complaint, like asking to do a lot of changes, and it's frustrating. But again, it's a job, so you have to do it. Unfortunately. Okay, man, I think I'm gonna continue this, because I get the distances wrong, like the way she's got it. 1, 2, 3. Like this is too curved. That's a little too much. And this is here, and then the shoulder should start. And then there's another little spike in there. And this starts here, goes back. Probably too much space I have here. A little too much. I think this was very loose in the way she made it. And it goes up, but it doesn't go up to this level. It stays a little lower, something like here. And then it goes back here. And then down. Up, out a little bit. Yeah, I have something wrong with the measurements. Because this is... it's a little off. Oh god, I have the Super Mario Deluxe song, like the snow levels, playing in my head, because I was playing it with my son today. Oh god, especially the part where the Koopas dance. They like papa, and they like dance when the music does that. Jeez, I hate it. I cannot get it out of my head now. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to stop for today, unfortunately. But let's reprise this again on Friday, hopefully. Not sure. Possibly on Friday. If not, ideally Saturday and Sunday. But we'll see. Okay, let me see if I can... No, I don't think I can rate anybody because I gotta go in that case. With a certain urgency. Because I gotta shave, take a shower, and go to sleep. Kind of half dead anyway. Okay, everybody. Again, thanks for watching. I hope to be back soon. And until then, you guys have a good morning, afternoon, day, and you take care. See ya.